What's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule Channel. And boy, I tell you, oh, is it hot out there. I hope you guys and gals are keeping cool out there with these record temperatures throughout the country. Over here in southern Delaware, we're going like 7 straight days of 90 plus temperatures. And trying to keep cool here in the house. Can't do much outside. So anyway, I figured I'd show you what I've got done so far before the final assembly because, once this is all together, you're not going to see all the details I did. So let's start out with the chassis. We finished the chassis. We got the wheel and tire package all in there. So that's all ready to go. And those rear fenders over there, they had to be mounted before you put the tires in. And that was a tight fit there, but we managed to get them in. And we got the tail lights assemblies there all done. So that's looking pretty good right there. Here's the interior. And we went with a little two-tone there, the bright red and the antique white, to match the exterior colors. And the shift lever over there, I managed to break that at least once. And well, that was a lot of fun gluing that back together. Same thing with these tacks over here. I broke one of those, had to glue it back together. But anyway, we got through it. And the dash wasn't much detail on there, so what I did was I made my own bezels over there, gauge bezels out of, I don't know if you could see that or not, with the aluminum tubing. What was it, 3/16 aluminum tubing? And we got some gauge faces over there, courtesy of Model Car Garage, and looks a lot better than, than a plain Jane dash. So that's what we got going on over there. So that's all done. And then the engines are all done. Last time I showed you, I didn't have the air cleaners on there. So they're all finished. They're ready to go. I'm going to put these in dead last because I got to do other assemblies first, and I don't want to mess them up. And the front clip over here, this is completed. We got the grill in there, chromed out. We got the bumpers in there, right? And the didn't come with headlight lenses, so I went to my parts box. I found ones that fit, so that worked out pretty good. And then the cab, actually I just finished this morning. I actually scratch built my own glass there. You can see that. And we got the rear glass as well. See a little reflection over there. And we got all the marker lights glued in there. And we just put the windshield wipers in as well. And the only thing left to do is the mirrors, and there's a visor that goes on top. And I'm going to assemble those when this entire kit is together, because I don't want to take a chance of breaking them off. So, all right, guys, that's all we got done so far. And I'm going to pause it here, and when we come back, we'll have a completed model. All right, guys, see you in a bit. All right, guys and gals, we have a final over here. We got this thing all buttoned up. Can't wait to show it to you. And I got to tell you, I got to hand it to my crew over here because it was all hands on deck, man, and special thanks to Octopussy over here, helped me with the wiring and plumbing, because you got the extra arms over here, so thanks a lot, buddy. And this kit will definitely test your patience, and it will push your skill sets to the limit. All right, so let's slide this guy over here, and here we go. And I'll just give it a little spin around over here. And I tell you guys, would I recommend this kit to anyone? Well, it depends, if you want to be tortured, go ahead and purchase this kit. Because like I said, it's going to push your patience. It's going to, push your skill sets to the limit. And it's going to require a lot of work, filing, sanding. And wow. But you know what? I persevered. I'm the kind of guy, I'll fight through it until I get it right. I don't want to give up, I purchased a kit, so so there you go. And like I said, a lot of filing and grinding. And this little baby Dremel over here, I use that quite often with the ball grinder on the end over there. And you're going to need one of these as well. Some of the parts go together well, like the engine. It's it's like a pin and locating hole system. Like tabs and slots. So the engines weren't too bad, but the rest of the kit, you know, there was tabs and slots. You have a lot of test fitting to do on this thing before you do anything. Got to make sure parts fit. And I think she came out really well. And let's see, what should we talk about first? Oh, the paint. Okay, those are the two colors that I selected over there. We got the Rust-Oleum Bright Red, and then we got the Rust-Oleum Antique White. I think it's a nice contrast over there. And we also hit the fenders with the Antique White. And just the cab and the fenders, you're talking about 2 weeks worth of sanding, priming, and painting. I must have laid down, I'm just guessing, 10 coats, could be more. I lost track. I had to put a lot of primer on this body and until the lines were filled in. And after that, we sanded, the primer with the, 1000 grit. Once that was completed, we hit it with the high gloss red, and then we sanded in between those two coats, and then we hit it with the Rust-Oleum high gloss enamel, or what they call it, a crystal clear enamel. And yeah, like I said, 2 weeks work just on that alone, just the painting process, all right? Because you're dealing with filament line printing here, guys. It's just not your typical resin body over here. And what else did we do over here? We wired everything up. Let me see if I can, we'll tip this on the side. I'm not going to show you the chassis because you've seen that update video. So we did a lot of wiring over here and plumbing. You see we got the batteries done. We wired those. We got the compressor and the tank. And then we got the lines going to the airbags in front and rear. So we got that all sorted out. It turned out pretty good. And then the engine, well, everything was all hand painted on there, except the valve covers. I did it in the same Tamiya clear red as I did the chassis. So I think that turned out pretty well. And boy, this visor was a pain in the ass to put on. I had to open up the holes a little more to get that to slide in. And let me take this off the stand here for you. You can see over here it's got 3 tabs over there, so we had to widen the holes. And then every time I pushed it in the hole, it wanted to pop back up. So what I had to do is push it down after I put my super glue in there with one hand, and the other hand I had to use that Insta-Set so it would set up immediately, and then I had to let it go. So yeah, I tell you, a lot of work, guys. It's not for the faint of heart, but I think she turned out halfway decent. It's not perfect, but you know what? After I completed this model, I stepped back, looked at it, and I said, you know what? I don't usually do this, but I gave myself a pat on the back, But yeah, she came out pretty good. She'll look nice sitting up there on the shelf. And also, I want to state that, Mike, Mike from the intake, he purchased another kit from the same seller. And he requested additional photos, and that guy didn't come through. He did not supply extra photos. So let that be a red flag to you guys, You're buying something on the internet, you see those nice pictures, and usually they have a finished, model there, that they put in their listing. And, that's enticing, that's to draw you in, And if they don't supply any pictures of the actual parts, that you are supposed to receive, walk away, And if, like I said, if the seller doesn't want to supply any additional photos, well, there's a reason for that, because I think that if he would have supplied extra photos, his sales would have been cut in half. Nobody's going to put up with all this crap, except modelers like me. But, yeah. So Also, I put some decals on there. If they look familiar, that's from the Chop Tea. I thought they looked pretty cool back there. And also, I got the skull and wrenches back there. I figure, you know, it's a speed shop. What the hell, right? And what else did we do? Oh, the headlight buckets that came with this, they were sticking out too far, no matter what I did to them. So I went to my parts box and I got a headlight buckets and some lenses. So we rectified that. And like I said, if you want to purchase this kit, knock yourselves out. All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right. I would not recommend this for a beginner or someone who likes to put together kits like, you know, in a week or so. It just ain't happening, guys. It ain't happening. All right. You're just going to have to take your time with this and, you know, and use every modeling tool in your arsenal. All right, guys. I don't want to make this video too long, but there you go. She's, what is this? The semi-lowrider. All right, guys. Remember, ain't nothing to it but to do it. You guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.